Hi and welcome to Shop RJPASINI for great deals. My name is RJPASINI. Today is February 7th, 2020. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. Hope you like the content. You come back for more. Today, I want to talk about buyer's remorse. Yes, it happens to the best of us, folks. No, seriously. All kidding aside, selling on eBay for the lengthy time I've been on this platform, I very rarely get buyer remorse or returns based on something not actually working when it actually does work. I sell quite a few Keurigs, okay, and I got this. What do you call it there? This return from this buyer, and he stated that this thing does not work. And I had to print out the sheets. I think it's about what? Well, actually, it's 2 sheets. Okay, actually 2 sheets. Okay, I thought it was 3. This buyer, to get his point across to me and return it, he came up with this excuse. As far as I'm concerned, now people say, wait, how do you know it's an excuse? How do you know he's making an excuse up? Because I'm going to prove the point when I go back to show you the video of this item working. But let's dig in a little deeper and see how we came to this point. So let me just read really quick. If you guys got the time, if you're not too busy, if you're an eBay seller or you're a newbie, I just want to share this information with you that as time goes on, I think all of us can experience buyer's remorse. It's something that's going to happen to all of us at some point or another. But let me just read a little into this before I keep, rolling on to something else here. Let me just read over here really quick. I'm going to try to keep this video quick. Okay, the first message is, let's go back to the very first message here on page 2. So like I said, this guy messaged me 12 times. He wrote over here, the first one, shipping was great. This is the first message I got from the buyer. Shipping was great. However, the machine was so clogged up, was holding water back, then leaked everywhere. I tried 8 times to clean it with the scaler and was a disaster. All the Keurigs I sold, and I sold more than 2. I sold quite a bit of them. Never ever had an experience like this where water was spewing out, the thing was clogged. I make sure everything is up front and center with these things. So anyway, he says that. So my message now from Shop RJPASINI for great deals is, hi, I'm sorry to hear that. I always test these Keurigs out multiple times to ensure they're working properly. If you're going to return this item, please package it well. For this item will be resold again. Please let me know what you would like to do. I'm just checking off of here. His message is, looks like return shipping. Will you refund me that when I return the item? I message him, hi, yes, your full refund. You will get a full refund. No worries. I'm very sorry that this item did not work for you. Please accept my humble apologies. This is me talking to him. He goes back here. I will need to pay the return. I will need to pay to return it tomorrow. So the return shipping will be returned as well. I message back. Yes, you will get your full refund, including shipping. He messaged back. Okay. We'll text you when I ship it tomorrow. I message back. Okay, thank you for letting me know. It is greatly appreciated. He messaged me with the tracking number. I message him back. Hi, can you tell me what the cost is? I use the postal service for they are cheaper. He messaged me back, $12.30. And who do you think is paying for that? Moi. That's right. Moi. So I message him back, and I said over here, let me just make sure I'm reading this right thing here. Okay, so then it goes over here. I said, you know, so now I'm messaging it back. I'm saying, hi. To be honest with you, there is nothing wrong with this item as it was supposed to work. As it worked as it's supposed to. The only thing I see with it is the cleaner turned some parts. Well, I said rusty, but it wasn't real rusty. It was like a brown, whatever it was, because I think they use some kind of. I'm going to show you the picture of the Keurig, the scale. I didn't know what the scaler was. You know, to be honest with you, he said, well, you sell Keurigs. No, because how I clean them is if I'm going to clean them out, I use the white vinegar water and the nozzle in there, I will clean it out. I have a little tool that cleans it out in there to make sure there's no debris stuck in there, and the cup where you pop out, I make sure that's clean too. I clean that out as well, because sometimes it can get clogged with, what do you call it, the grains or whatever. You know, when it punctures the cup, the little Keurig cup, that could happen. I make sure all this is done, so I know it's not me. So anyway, yeah, so I go like this. The only thing I see in the cleaner turns on the parts rusty. And it's not real rust. It's like just like a, I don't know what you want to call it, a film, like a brown film. I guess that's from the color, you know, from the cleaner. And I know that is not how I sent it out, which it wasn't. I am not sure if I could resell this item. Usually people use vinegar and run it through it. So he's not really concerned about that. Now he gets a little testy now because it says he's not really interested in that part. Okay, so he writes back to me. Now all of a sudden the item is not described. That is described. He writes, this is his very last message. Item is not as described. Need full amount plus return shipping. So he messaged back the item. Now the item is not as described now. Now he's getting testy here. He or she's getting testy, okay? Now they're getting testy about, ooh, okay. It goes on to say, item was not as described. Only had a day and was not in good shape. Not in good shape? The thing's clean. What do you mean not in good shape? I don't send broken things out. The only thing this was missing from here, and I put it in the description. Please note the water level cup, whatever it is, the Keurig cup sensor. You know, the thing that has the what do you call it there? The water level things, the 6, 8, and 10 ounce thing. That little gray thing that goes in there, which I really don't know what you need it for, to be honest with you, but that's the only thing that's missing. I said that's the only thing that's missing from it. Otherwise, the unit works great. He writes, just to recap, now he's getting testy. He says, item was not as described, only had it for a day, was not in good shape, does not work as described. Now he's putting it in there, not as described. We already gone through. I would have not been comfortable drinking anything from it. Really? I drank from it. I would drink from it. It's clean. When I had it, it was clean. There was nothing wrong with it. I had to send it back at my expense. Your expense? I'm paying for it. Because it was unsatisfactory. I paid $12.30 to ship back. If you remember, you asked if I used UPS, which I did. I said, no, USPS. He put UPS. Would not have sent it back if it was satisfactory. Period. Wow. Then he writes back again. Item not as described. Need full refund. Need full amount plus return shipping. See, I hate when people get so demanding like that. They start telling you what they want to do, what you should do. Now, technically, he didn't go through the protocol here. He didn't open up a return case with this here. And I called eBay up and they said you can give him a partial refund. But because I'm a nice guy, I'm probably a sucker for doing this here, but because I'm a nice guy, even though he said it's not as described, which it is described, I'm giving that man the benefit of the doubt. And I'm going to prove him wrong, and I'm going to show you in the video if you want to stick around and watch it. It's up to you if you got the time. I'm going to prove him wrong. And I'm going to prove that this is a buyer remorse. Okay? Because as I took it out of the box, and I set it up, you're going to see it done live. That's buyer's remorse. This person, this particular buyer, is not the Hall of Shame. I'm not going to put his name up there. I wouldn't do anything like that anyway. Should have never done that there. If you didn't want it, if you didn't want the item, you should have just said, I seen it cheaper elsewhere. And be done with it. I would have said, okay, fine. Either way, I'm going to pay return shipping, right? Right. But I called up eBay, and they said I could give him a partial refund. Because I told them, after I did the video, I called them up and I wanted to let them know that that's a buyer remorse case. But anyway, because I'm a nice guy, I'm going to refund him his full amount. So, on a happy note, now you're probably saying, when I'm about to read, you're probably saying, maybe there's a little sarcasm in there. No. I speak it from the heart when I'm about to read to you. Okay? And this is how I want to run this business. And this is how I want people to know what type of a character I am and who they're dealing with. Okay? This is what I wrote back to him after all of that back and forth. Item is not as described. This, that, and the other thing. It's going on and on and on. First he says it was 8 times he ran it through. Then he said 10 times he ran it through. So this is what I responded. And he's happy as a pig, and you know what. Okay, so my message to him, and I had to write this with a very clear mind, keep a very clear head. I wrote back, hi, I just want to say, mind you now, I know people are saying, you probably wrote this when you were typing it like, no, I wasn't. But I wrote it like this. Hi, I just want to say thank you for shopping with RJPASINI for great deals. We are very sorry for the inconvenience this may have caused you and want you to know that our buyers are our #1 priority, and it is our job to keep our customers happy when it comes to buying from us. We are top rated on eBay and we are top rated on eBay and stand by our policies and our morals. And want you to know that anything purchased from us is 100% money back guarantee. Your full refund for the total cost plus shipping charges will be issued by PayPal within 3 to 5 business days. We will be doing a follow-up to ensure your refund was issued in a timely manner. All we ask is if you are satisfied with our service, so please leave us a positive feedback, would be greatly appreciated. Thank you for your business and for being a loyal customer. Sorry folks, I'm trying to get over this cold here. Regards, RJPASINI. Now, after all of that going back, 12 messages this guy left me. 12 messages back and forth. It's like, it reminded me of like 2 little school kids in an elementary school playing with a ball or whatever, and the other kid's taken away from you, and you're grabbing it back from him, and he wants it back and forth. That's what it was like, like little kid stuff. Very unprofessional on the buyer's part. Again, people might say, well, you kind of fed into it too. No, the only point I brought out to the buyer, and I messaged him, is that I received the unit today, I tested it out, and it works. What he was talking about, I didn't see happening. Okay? I didn't see happening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video, and I'm going to, show you what this is all about. I'm going to show you that this is a buyer remorse. Okay? So if you guys want to stick around and check it out, you're more than welcome to. If you don't, I understand. But anyway, let me pop up the video here. I did the video the other day, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, here I am talking about the box. I'm getting ready to open it up, checking it out. And I took photos earlier because just in case, I want to make sure that the box, everything was good. I want to make a copy of the label and stuff. So I'm also doing a shake test before you open the other half up because I want to make sure there was nothing rocking and rolling there. So here I am getting ready to cut open the sides, and I'm going to remove the paper. I really find it amusing at times, folks, because when people always say, in some cases, like I heard from other stories too, from other eBay sellers, having the same thing there, where they saying the item doesn't work, and or they're saying it's not as described. And this person here was really, laying it on there, as I read earlier from the notations. He was messaging, he was messaging back and forth, and he was saying that how the thing was, he cleaned it out 8 times, and it was spewing water. It was, clogged up. And I'm just giving it a little inspection here before I take it out. So I always, the units I sell, I never really had a problem with them. These things, I take pretty good care of my stuff. I test them out prior to, prior to putting them up on eBay, of course. And I also test them out before they leave the premises to make sure everything's copacetic, everything works. So right now I'm just checking out. I'm giving a visual in there. He says he used this stuff. It's the scaler, they call it. It's made for Keurigs, and he said he flushed it out a couple of times. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the Keurig, the scaler. I know they have it. After I heard that, he mentioned it. I looked it up, and yeah, they do make them for Keurigs. So yeah, they do have them. I just wasn't familiar with it. So right now I'm getting ready to pour the water in there. You see I powered the unit on, and just making sure everything's working. I want to see if it's going to spew water all over the place. I want to see if it's clogged up. Well, actually, the little part where you put the Keurig in, I don't know if I took it out now. I guess I'm getting ready to take it out, or if I did or not. Let me see. I think there was a part there where I looked in there. I had to move it to the side. I wanted to make sure that wasn't clogged up. But I'm giving it a visual over there. And I'm talking right now about that little spray nozzle where it comes out. There's a way to clean it. Some people say you could use a paper clip to clean it. That's the part I was talking about right now. I couldn't see it because the lighting's poor, so that's why I put it away. You can see I couldn't see it. And I wanted to make sure that everything was good. It didn't look like it was clogged up to me from what I could see. And that's why I put it back. And I just wanted to make sure everything was good with that. So yeah, and then I came back again to look at it. Like I said, I couldn't see. The lighting in there is not that great in this place here. So every now and then I got to move around to get viewing, get good lighting. Yeah, I'm over there checking it. And the reason why you see me stick my finger in there is because the scale of stuff he put in there, I don't know, it looks like a residue in there, like a brown residue. I don't know what color that is. I don't know if that's the color of it or if it just discolored the plastic in it, because I think that's plastic in there inside the Keurig, the reservoir area. However, I was able to clean it. I used a cotton swab with a little water in there, and I rubbed it up and down and made sure it was cleaned out and stuff like that. So apparently the cleansers that they use for these things to clean out the units, it's there. You could buy them for Keurigs. I wasn't familiar with it until this gentleman, well, buyer I should say, brought it to my attention when he said the scaler. So yeah, they do make them for Keurigs, and I think you can get them in Walmart. I think I seen them at Walmart. I was pricing them for about $13, I think, a bottle. I don't know, maybe, I don't know if you have to dilute it or you just pour it in like that. But me, honestly, the best way I feel to clean these things is with white vinegar and with the cold water, and just run it through a couple of times. But anyway, that's how I would do it. I wouldn't waste my time with the scaler stuff. So I'd rather do it naturally, with the water, with just regular water and the vinegar, the white vinegar. They usually say that's the way to clean it out. But anyway, I'm running the test one more time here, and just checking everything out and seeing if there's any water spewing out anywhere, as he stated in his messaging to me. And I'm just checking it again to make sure everything looks copacetic. This is a typical buyer's remorse case here. The buyer just didn't want it, and he made an excuse up, and that's what happens. They send it back to you. But you can see I'm showing you a cup of water. Everything checked out. So that's it. Just wanted to share this with you guys. Well, that concludes this video. If you have a buyer remorse story you'd like to share with us, drop it in the comment below. If this is the first time coming to my YouTube channel and you like the content, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated as to when I post out new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. My name is RJPASINI. You're watching Shop RJ Pasini for great deals. Until next time, bye-bye for now.